Welcome to episode 2 of the Rubber Match. I am player 1, Seth Weber. With me always my hetero life mate, player 2, Brian Freeland.
What's going on? I guess I'm Colombus.
You're going to be Colombus?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I don't even...
Okay.
So I know Minnesota's the Timberwolves. Columbus is...
No, Minnesota's not the Timberwolves.
No? What is that?
They're the Wild.
The Wild. Who are the Timberwolves? That's a team, though, right?
Yeah, it's a basketball team.
Oh.
That's okay. That's all right, though. That's all right. And the Columbus are what?
Columbus. Do we have to look this up?
No, I know what it is. I want you to take a run at it.
Oh, you know what it is. Okay. The Columbus Bauble Trailers.
Bauble Trailers.
So,
that's what it is.
Bauble Traders, as in trading baubles.
They're trading baubles?
Yeah, or the Columbus Slavers.
Okay. All right. There we go. In this PC area, that's exactly what it is. And let's get it started. All right. They are the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Oh, okay.
So the reason why we're using these teams is we felt like we might have been we wanted to balance the how good the teams were. So the way we're going to run it is we're starting at the middle of the teams. So like the ones that are dead in the middle of how good they are. And then whoever wins or loses will go up in the selection of the teams. So that way we will hope to balance that side of it off. Mm-hmm. Oh, shit. Jesus Christ. I have played absolutely none.
Right. I haven't been playing either. I finished Horizon Forbidden West.
Yeah.
Solid game. Yeah. Did you see that Netflix is adapting a movie? Or no, sorry, a series, I believe.
A series? Huh.
Yeah. I think they're adapting a series on Horizon Forbidden, or on Zero Dawn and also Forbidden West.
Yeah. Interesting. I mainly played this past week. I've mainly only played Monster Jam Steel Titans. What is that, you ask? That's a great question.
Yeah, sorry. What is that?
It's a monster truck game that my son is obsessed with, and so the only problem is that it takes a whole bunch of in-game currency to unlock all of the monster trucks.
Oh, no.
And so it requires me to play it a whole lot in order to do that. I did find a way to be able to get 1,200 in-game bucks within 30 seconds. I have to do this race over and over again. But it does get me where I need to go. Man, the center is slow as shit.
Yeah, it is.
So, I played a lot of that. And then I started playing a game that I've been wanting to play for a while. And I bought it on Switch a while ago, and I just hadn't actually started playing it. But it's called The Return of the Obra Dinn.
Oh, I've heard of this, yeah.
And I played...
The premise is like there's an empty... like a pirate ship, and you got to find out what happened to the crew?
Yeah, there's a ship that comes back, and you're like an insurance adjuster, basically, for like the East India Trading Company. And the ship
all
that
the
like had
all the insurance adjusters in the world right now are going, yes, finally,
it's our time. The ship it had disappeared, and it comes back to dock with nobody aboard. Basically, like everybody's dead, and there are some bodies still on there. But you play an insurance adjuster that is armed with this empty book and this compass with a skull on it that allows you to see the sort of seconds before they died.
Okay.
You have to put together how they died, who they are and by whose hand they died.
Okay.
And
so it's also kind of like, it's also a little bit like Clue.
Kind of, yeah, because you have some clues, and you get like a little bit of audio snippet when you see the sort of image of their death. But it's tough. Like, you got to pay attention and like,
come on,
build up, like figure out how everybody's connected, because you have like a picture of the entire crew and everybody that was on board. And it's tough. It's tough. But the guy who made it, his name's Lucas Pope, and he made another game that I really recommend, which is called Papers, Please.
Oh, good Lord!
Did we put on manual controls for the? We put manual. It was on manual controls for the goalie, right? Okay.
Yeah, it was. Or are you saying it's my fault?
No. Yes, that's exactly what I said. So don't blame him. Yeah, he made a game called Papers, Please, where you play a border crossing guard, and you have to check people's documents, and you're working in basically a more and more totalitarian regime.
Uh-huh.
So people start like trying to get through, or you see like people are there are people that could be bringing in weapons or bombs. But then you also get people that are just trying to leave and will try to bribe you, and you have to like figure out what to do. And it's one of those games that like is like a really impactful game, because like they like, you have your family and you have to like bring home money to feed them, and you start to question like what you would do in that situation. It's intense. It's a really good game. I highly recommend it. But yeah, this was his follow up, I think, to that.
All right, so Horizon Forbidden West is a huge game, a really expansive skill tree. Yep. It took me probably 2 months and put in some solid time. So I'm looking for a smaller indie game now that I can do in I don't know, 2-3 weeks. Like, would Papers, Please, like, is it doable? Could I do it in 2 3 weeks?
You could. Oh shit! Oh, that was my bad. You could get through Papers, Please in like an afternoon.
Oh, okay.
It's probably like 3-4 hours tops. Okay.
Yeah, because Papers, Please, and then there's another. I want to restart Firewatch. Oh, yeah. That was me. I put that in there.
I was passing to the dude behind you, but you took it in for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. Firewatch is a good one. I would also. I think we talked about it a little bit in the episode that didn't make anything. Where'd the puck go? There it is. But the Stanley Parable, the Ultimate Edition, is out on Switch now, and I would highly recommend that. And that's a real good one, and it's a weird one though. Okay. So it's like, you definitely have to be able to like pay attention to the story and be ready for just weirdness. Okay. The other one I would say for the Switch is I don't know if you played Ape Out, but I would always recommend Ape Out on the Switch. It's a really good shot. Thanks. It's just a very visceral sort of top down, as you're escaping a facility as an ape and you just like wreck people. Oh, okay. Yeah, you were telling me about this. But it's got like a procedural jazz soundtrack that like gets more crazy the more crazy you get. Uh-huh. It's so good. It's so good. Oh, good interception. Ooh. I thought my goalie went down early. I thought I was in trouble. Who's that to? My wife and I finally had a date night this weekend, and we went to a cidercade. A what? A cidercade. So it's basically an arcade where you like pay a cover charge, and then all the games are free. And then they have like a bunch of ciders on tap. Uh-huh. And it was a lot of like older games. They had some like newer pinball machines, but it was fun. But I just sort of like, playing some of those games, I was like, man, like people complain about like microtransactions now, but like they nickeled and dimed you in the arcade days.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you would spend what, like what were some of the games that you played or that they had available to play?
I mean, we played. I had never played it before, but did you ever play the Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom game?
Yes, I did.
I had never played that before, and I was like, holy Christ, this thing is bad, and it's so weird because you're just like whipping people and like freeing children from cages. And then like Molo Ram just like pops out of nowhere. It's fucking nuts. But they had they had the 4-player X-Men game, and they had a bunch of yes.
Okay.
I think. Or Children of the Atom, the fighting game. I don't remember.
I don't know. I think Children of the Atom is the 4-player. I'm not sure.
They had like a Batman racing game that I had never seen before. I feel like it was newer. I did get to play that one. Because the only problem with them being free is that like people will just like sit on them for like just forever. Like it's impossible to like, unless you want to stand in line and like wait your turn. They had they had like the pinball machines they had like a Stranger Things one. They had like a Deadpool one. The Deadpool one was really good. But it was a fun time. But there was also one called Kickman, which I had never heard of before. Yeah, and here's the premise of the game. There's a bunch of balloons at the top of the screen. You play a clown on a unicycle. Your goal is to pop all the balloons as they fall down on your head. You've got to pop them on your head. If they hit the ground, you lose a life. You can kick them back up into the air so that you can then pop them on your head. That's the game. What the fuck is this?
And how long did you play it?
Anna took a turn, and then I took a turn too.
Okay.
I was like, I gotta play this thing, Kickman. I've never seen this before. This is weird.
Okay. All right. Who's the developer? Yeah. Do you even know?
I don't even remember. It felt like it was a super early one. Like it was when sort of arcade machines were kind of coming out. And I don't remember who it was. There was one that was like a current machine that had just come out. Oh, I think that hit my own guy. It's called Deathball, and it's a 2-player game with a joystick and one button for each side. And you play 2 wizards playing in a magical soccer match. And so the button will jump, but when you double jump, it will create this magic orb that stays there, and the soccer ball thing the ball will bounce off of that. And so you can get it like the ball bouncing all over the place.
Okay.
And you try to get it into your goal. And it was really fun. Like I was like, please tell me this is on the Switch, but they only developed it for arcade. I'm like, what kind of sense does that make? I mean, like kudos to you for like sticking with your guns and being like, this is an arcade experience, but this could easily work online and it would be a ton of fun.
I haven't touched the Switch in a while. I think the next game I want to play for Switch will probably be Guacamelee 2. Did you ever play either of the Guacamelee games?
No, I didn't. I remember seeing them, but no, I haven't played it.
Yeah, they're nice. They're pretty fun. What would they be like? Like a Metroid type platform jumper. Yikes. This is not looking good.
So as it stands right now, am I going to have to jump down 6 teams, or you're going to jump up 6 teams? Is that what we said? Based on the it was based on the score?
No.
No?
I mean, if you want to do that, what I was just thinking that based off of the list that you found, that you would jump down 1 team and I would jump up 1 team.
Okay. All right.
So
I thought we could maybe like it could maybe be like or maybe we do it like for every 2 goals up or something like that. But it goes down a slot or down an extra slot. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Like if you're saying like if it's a blowout as far as like
a
hand. Okay. I see what you're saying.
So like for this one, I'd go down 1 for the win, and then if I'm up 6, then it would be down like 3 more. I don't know. Figure it out.
I'll be honest. These Blue Jackets are not doing much for me.
There's a guy that I've watched on YouTube that plays like a lot of hockey games online or like on YouTube, and that's like his team. It's his go-to team. Oh man, what the hell happened there?
I don't know.
That was weird.
So, did you check out Ms. Marvel?
I have not. I have not watched Ms. Marvel.
Okay.
Saw a lot of shit online with people just being general dickheads about it, but I don't know how it actually is.
I really liked it. And I was someone who read Ms. Marvel when those graphic novels, when they were collected together in graphic novels.
Yeah.
And I thought, I'm kind of curious because if I'm remembering correctly, she was actually an Inhuman, and she was changed by Terrigen Mist, and they're doing something different in the show, and I don't quite understand it yet, but it was only like the first episode. But I have to say that the casting is so Amani. I don't remember her last name, but the writer of Ms. Marvel was a comic fan and didn't see herself represented in the character, so she started writing this character of Ms. Marvel, who was a teenager from Jersey City and Muslim, and that's who the character is. Like the character is a fangirl of the Avengers, basically. Well, the actress that they got to play Ms. Marvel was herself a fangirl of Ms. Marvel from like years back. Like would dress up as her. It's like has this encyclopedic knowledge of the MCU. Like it's perfect casting, and she loves being in the role like the same way that the character would. Like I get to be a superhero. Like that kind of energy. That kind of like Ewan McGregor. I get to be a Jedi energy.
Yeah.
Like, so I find it really endearing, and I also found it to be really colorful. The MCU lately has it's gotten some flack for having pretty bland kind of movies or campuses in terms of like color and lighting.
Man, that Thor trailer doesn't do that though, huh?
No. Like with the exception of like Ragnarok or Love and Thunder, has been completely different. This is a hockey game.
Yeah, those movies look like they're painted on the side of a van.
Yeah, for sure. So, Daddy and Uncle Seth are playing some hockey. Hey, are you listening to Mama? Beth. Okay, I'm going to pause the game. Go on. I will see you after your Beth. And Cameron, you get to put your butt up to the fan when you come out, okay? do this thing. It's the absolute best where she'll come out and she'll say naked baby, and then she's all wet from her back, and she'll get down on, like, she basically bends over at the waist and walks backward and has the fan blow into her ass.
It's the little things in life.
Yeah, and she said, "Ooh, it tickles." I was like, "Yeah, I bet it does." And she had me do it the other night, and I understand it. I get it. Yeah, it was rather pleasant. Oh, come on, it's over there. Oh,
it seemed like that was also the approach that they took for that character in that game that came out, that Avengers game that, like, Square Enix won.
Yes, for sure. No, so I played most of that game, and it was fine.
Yeah.
But yes, I think I got to. I don't think I finished. I think I got to the last chapter. Like, if you have any other side quests or anything else you need to do it now.
Take care of everything, and then your OCD kicked in, and you're like, oh shit.
Well, right, and then and then my ADHD kicked in. And I never finished it. Oh, I can't get off that. So that's what happens. That's called comorbidity, folks. So what? Yeah, hello. You're playing. Guys, am I in this game? So what?
So did you?
Yeah. So wait. So about that game, there was, like, a lot of online play, and they rolled out. It wasn't. It was like free DLCs that you could play. Like, there was a Hawkeye side quest, and then, like, a Kate Bishop side quest, and then all these other characters, like a Black Panther side quest. And I was like, I don't know if, like, because the gameplay is pretty similar, like the same controls for the characters. They just have different power moves, and different things that they do. And I found that playing certain characters like Iron Man was kind of difficult. So I thought the game was fine. It was a good. Let's see. I don't know what I was expecting, but
I heard really good things about the Guardians of the Galaxy game.
Yes. So I think that's the next game. Wait, where am I? Which way am I going?
You're going down.
Oh, we're still in the first.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, thanks. So I think that's going to be the next big game that I play, is Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
All right, so it's Winnipeg. Is your Winnipeg?
You're Winnipeg,
right?
I'm Arizona.
Winnipeg.
Yep.
You're Arizona Diamondbacks.
Right? Coyotes.
Oh.
Diamondbacks are the baseball team.
and Winnipeg is the Winnipeg Stars.
Jets.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
It's the Texas Stars, or Dallas Stars.
Dallas Stars.
Yeah. We have the. Did he hurt himself running into the goalie?
He did. I was trying to come back and sneak in the corner, and I think he hurt his little finger.
Yeah, he twisted something. Ooh. So you told me that you were going to be watching something.
I told you I was going to be watching RRR.
Yeah.
And I did not.
You did not?
I did not. Did you?
I sure as shit did. I watched that 3-hour. I watched that 3-hour Hindi epic.
I did not. How was it?
It was.
I still want to watch it, but how was it?
It's fucking batshit bonkers crazy, man. It is absolutely insane. It's it's all over the place, and I think you should definitely watch it. It's fucking nuts. It's really nuts. And I would just say that like Indian stuntmen are earning their money. Like they're earning their paychecks at the end of the day. Because they are getting thrown on wires every which way.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah. So I watched one movie this week, and I watched the Anthony Bourdain documentary Roadrunner.
Yeah.
And Al, have you seen it?
I haven't. I heard something about them like recreating his voice for it. Did they use like an AI voice for it?
I think maybe in some scenes.
Yeah.
I remember something like that too. Not in everything. I think there's a lot of stuff that was left over, stuff that wasn't used. But in terms of like an overall narration, they might have used some of that stuff. If they did, I'll tell you, it was not immediately apparent to me.
Huh.
So, good work there. But
yeah. I mean, it's crazy what they can do. Like, I'm working on something like that at work right now, and like, they're able to create an AI model using already recorded speech, and train the model to sound just like a person.
Oh,
what the hell just happened? All right. We're recording again. Missed a little bit of it, but we'll fix it. We'll figure out what to do with that.
All right.
Yeah. RRR has, there's one particular scene that is probably, I would rank up there with one of the most epic moments I have ever witnessed on film.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Like I didn't expect what was going to happen. And then when it happened, I literally out loud said, "Holy fucking shit." Like it just, yeah, it's up there. It's up there. I also watched the new Rescue Rangers movie.
Oh,
Chip and Dale.
All right. How was it?
It's
guys dancing around, waving their dinglings around, right?
They do make reference to that.
Oh, nice.
They do. At the very beginning of the movie, they make a reference to it. I would equate it. I saw someone say, I don't remember what other movie they compared it to. I don't remember what it was. But they said it was basically like Rescue Rangers is similar to Community. Like it's very tongue-in-cheek and very self-referential, and there's like a ton of other properties in it.
Okay.
That they make references to because like they're kind of like washed up. Like it's in the world where the show actually existed, and now one of them, I don't remember which one it was, Dale I think, is doing like Comic-Con type shows. And so there's like a bunch of other sort of has-been TV people there from other shows.
Okay.
But like they get the whole crew back together, but it's like part live action and part animated. And like the one that isn't, oh man, you heard somebody. The one that's not, is like he's like an, I think he sells insurance. So there's another one for the insurance folks. He's still in like the 2D style, but the one that does Comic-Con like got a 3D upgrade.
Okay.
So it's sort of live action mixed with like 2D style mixed with 3D style, and it's okay. It's all right. Like the story is okay, and it has a lot of like early 90s / 80s referential stuff that are for like it's strictly for the parents and for the kids that grew up when like that was on in the afternoon.
Yeah. I'd have to say I watched a fair bit of Rescue Rangers. Watched a lot of DuckTales.
Yep.
And then there was another one, Darkwing Duck, but there was another one with Tailspin. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always in my adulthood I get Tailspin and Rescue Rangers mixed up.
Baloo does show up in the Rescue Rangers movie, but it's like the 3D version from like the Jon Favreau Jungle Book.
Yeah. Okay.
He shows up at one point.
A movie I did not care for.
I haven't seen it. I have not. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I don't think I've watched any of those remakes.
Yeah. I'm putting shots on goal. I'm not gonna.
You definitely are. There have been quite a few. Oh,
nice. That was. I have to hand it to you. That was poetry. That was good. All right, so now I need to watch RRR. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, like I think I probably watched it over the course of 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, for sure.
Like it's so fucking long.
Yeah. I am reading. I'm not sure if I talked about this last time or not. The book No One Is Talking About This.
No.
So far it doesn't have a plot, but it turns out a lot of people are talking about this book. It is. It's a book that could not have been written 15 years ago. I say that's the game. Holy shit.
That's the game. That's 2. That's best right. 2 out of 3.
That is 2 out of 3. All right. Let's look at time. All right. So what I will say about this book, it's a book that could not have been written 10 years ago. It references the portal, which is basically like the computer, the internet. It references tweets. It references the dictator, which is Donald Trump, basically. I thought
it was referencing the Sacha Baron Cohen movie.
No. So far, it's basically like observations, and there's no plot holding it together. But I understand that there is a plot. I just need to keep reading. But I'm a third of the way through it, so yeah. So we'll see. For some reason, it was with my dissertation literature, and when people were talking about this, I was like, wait a minute, I think I own a copy of this book, and I do. And I opened it. I was like, well, why do I have a novel in my dissertation literature that's all about chronic and life-threatening illnesses? So I'm wondering if the plot revolves around that. I don't know. We'll see.
Interesting.
But yeah, okay. That was a closer game. It was only 2-0.
It was. I definitely felt like it was tighter. So the next game, let's see here. The next time
you play, you go down one team, I'll go up one.
Yep. So I'll be Chicago, and you would be Pittsburgh.
Okay. The Blackhawks and the Penguins. Correct.
Got them both.
Yeah. Okay. There
First
we go.
try.
All right. Mm-hmm.
All right. So that's 2-0 on the score line for the show.
It's early.
And,
okay.
Yep. And we'll catch you on the next rubber match. Bye, y'all.